Even close. It's a 2-on-1. Kobe and Sura, the alley-oop. And Kobe with the dunk.
Here's Fisher with the jumper. Rebound.
Will Rice miss it intentionally? He will. They hop it on. Tapped around and tapped up. Bryant. Four approaching 7 to play. Kobe Bryant.
Rejected by Chef. Kobe Bryant coming the other way. Willie attack. What a made. The snap and the facial.
Oh my gosh.
Los Angeles Lakers in the alley. Oh my God.
Against Patterson. Kobe cannot get Patterson in the air. A wild three.
And out between the rings, guarded by Pippen. Kobe on the move. Lobs for O'Neal. For the dunk.
Really got a dribble. Bryant change of direction by Bryant. Slam dunk. You get into Kobe's hand. Kobe pump fake for two. Kobe. Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas selling crit.
What's up, YouTube? Bitch, run back. We go to big body bang episode ready. Video. I have no idea what I just said, but first things first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, roll the 5K. And I'm saying today I am the build dealer on your local corner, and I'm coming out with this Frobe Bryant build video. Yes, sir. A revised Kobe build was recommended, but I did want to do a Frobe build. So, you know, instead of doing the revised Kobe build, because I'm not about to do the same exact build twice, you know, I'm going to do the Frobe build, which obviously is a completely different player than Mamba Kobe. As you all know, Frobe was a lot more athletic, a lot less, you know, shooting wise or whatever. He had less shooting abilities, I'd say, you know, less of a green light. So I tried to represent that with this build. Still the same, you know, amazing defense though. But yeah, let me know what y'all think down below. I was very accurate with this build, which you will see in the shades of hint, hint, you feel me? But as always, like, comment, subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into the attributes that I use for this Frobe Bryant build video. All right, so as you see right here, I made him 6'6", 200 pounds with a 6'11" wingspan. This is all accurate to Frobe Bryant at the time. And you see his body shape is defined. So I did what I had to do right there. You know what I mean? Now with the attributes, I first and foremost started off with mid-range shots. So I put up to 51. I then put the 3-point shot up to 75. You know, as we know, Frobe also, he was always like over a 30% shooter, but you know, he shot more threes as his career went on, so 75 is good enough. Put his ball handling up to 80 and the speed of ball up to 80, and his pass accuracy is up to 60. Then I put his perimeter defense up to 86 and his steal up to 85. Then I put his interior defense up to 50. His speed and acceleration will be 85. His strength will be a 50. His vertical will be a 85, and his stamina will be a 95. Then for the finishing, I put his driving dunk for one up to 92, his post control up to 70, his driving layup is going to be up at an 88, and then his close shot is going to be a 75. And then with the rest of these points, you see I'm going to add some toward free throw, and then, you know, figure out what I want to do with the rest. But at the end of the day, this is pretty much the baseline of this build. You see right here, I'm just moving around trying to figure out where I can put the extra points at. But at the end of the day, it's up to you for what you want to do, you know, and what you, I guess, feel like is best for your build. But this is what I feel like was best for mine, you know. But yeah, all in all, it was pretty a well-rounded build. It can shoot, it can pass, it can dribble, you know, it can play defense, it can dunk, and is athletic. So what more do you want from me out of a Frobe build? Now, for the takeovers, so this build has access to a lot of takeovers. I ended up going with the finishing moves and pull-up precision, which you will see in a bit here, you know. So, but you do have access to the slashing, shot creating, sharp shooting, and defending takeovers. Now, if you do add a couple more attributes to post control, you probably will have access to post control takeover too. if you do want that for Frobe Mamba, even though back then, you know, the Kobe fadeaway wasn't that patented as we saw in the All-Star game when he was asking MJ how he shot his fadeaways, then added that to his game. But you see right here in the shades up, I got Kobe, Jalen Green, and DeJounte Murray. So I think I did what I had to do. You see it's very accurate. Inside the ARC score, once again, let me know what y'all think down below, what y'all would change, what y'all would keep, this, that, and the third. But yeah, as you see right here, the badge spread is pretty balanced. I personally would add the +4 badges that you get on next gen to my defense, just so that you can get tier 3 defensive badges, because the way this build is structured right now, you can't get tier 3 defensive badges, but you can get tier 3 on everything else. So I would add at least two to my defense, just to be able to get clamps and glove, you know, badges like that, to make sure that your defense is good enough. But yeah, with this build, I was absolutely going crazy. Like, I was going off. I was making the defense look silly just off of sheer athleticism, you know, and then the mid-range shot alone too. Like, I was going in the post, for example, you know, post fadeaways, post shimmies, post hooks. You got it. You want it. You got it. You know, pull up pull up mid-ranges. You have a 75 3-pointer. Do not be shooting pull-up middies or pull-up threes on this build, even though you may be able to with boosts and badges. But like, I wouldn't recommend it, you know, off the rip, but it's up to you at the end of the day. But yeah, let's talk about Frobe, Mamba, and the Lakers, really. So as we see right here, you know, or at least this year, you know, the Lakers just picked up their first win, but they are literally the worst 3-point shooting team in the league. And it's honestly crazy. Like, ever since the bubble a few years ago, you know, where they won that ring after Kobe passed, it hasn't been the same, and it's sad. But I mean, I just hope that they do carry on the legacy that legends like Kareem, Shaq, Kobe left, you know, for the Lakers, you know, because they have a decent squad. Like, they have a well put together squad, but it just sucks to see them be bad after winning that ring. And yeah, you know, also with the development of Kobe, obviously that transition was crazy because, you know, we go from 1 to A. But just seeing him go from Frobe to Mamba definitely says a lot too. You don't really see players like that who develop like that. Like, I guess you saw it in MJ, where MJ went from like a primarily slashing type of player to like a literally all-around type of player, you know. But it's definitely interesting to see when players put in that work, such as Giannis, put in like whatever they need to and become completely different players over the course of like 5 years. Like, I think that's really the whole purpose of NBA and the development teams. But a lot of these development teams fail. And I mean, Kobe was his own development team. Definitely is a different breed of athlete. You know, he will be missed. Never will see another athlete like that again, I feel like. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think down below, if y'all would change anything, if y'all enjoy the build. But until then, I'm out. Peace.